had a lot of fun. Kids grew up a lot. We had a ton of snow. We look back and look at the records where they said 29 inches snowed the 2 days that we were there. Most of that coming on the second day. It was great. It was interesting learning how to snow in that deep powder. There were some runs we didn't go that they said they were chest deep on adults. Crazy, but perfect. I mean, just really good. We really enjoyed it. Truett led the charge. Got Denton and I and him all went down the black called the face, and first black that I'd ever done, and also that they'd ever done. So they're a little more adventurous than maybe I am, but it's good. It's good for all of us. But it was a good ski trip. We recommend Red River, New Mexico. It's about an 8-hour drive for us, 7 to 8, and great time with great friends. So one of the days that we were skiing, we get back to the house and check in my phone and get a bunch of messages from our friends. One of them being a video of a tornado that was behind their house in Sagerton, which is where the barn is. And so we get on the phone with Dad, and him and Mom. Dad was at the barn just working. I knew there was a chance of rain on Friday. We left town, and we said, "Hey, do you want to put your truck under the carport?" I was like, "No, we're good. It's February. It's February 1st. Like, we're good. Just some rain." Well, thankful for my dad, he put it under the carport. But at that point, I didn't know it, so I'm getting these messages about the hail and a tornado in town around. Dad was at the barn working, putting some of that stuff together on the 8130 that we've been working on. And my dad's not one to miss severe weather alert, and he didn't know about this one necessarily coming. And so he was there, started hailing, and he took off to the house. Then the hail got to their house, and him and Mom took off in their cars and tried to kind of get away from the storm. And as they're going, they saw the tornado kept dropping, not forming, but up and down. There's a really cool picture I'll put right here for you to see. Pretty, but terrible. Saw of one house that kind of got hit, but I don't think it did a ton of damage overall. But anyways, we got some rain. 0.4 to an inch 1.6 there at the barn, and they said it came down super fast. And so I haven't been there yet. I'm going to check on Bob's to check the wheat there, and then I'm going to go to the barn and see what it looks like. But yeah, that comes that fast. That road in front of the barn, Dad said, was completely flooded. So interesting, great, interesting weather. Red River was awesome with the snow. Here was almost not awesome with a tornado and some hail, but crops should be okay. Wheat can handle that kind of stuff at this age. Well, I'm here at the barn. It's a little wet. I was on the phone, so I couldn't show you the fields coming in here, but I'll try to show you what I'm leaving. But water standing all here, like I said, over an inch and a half here, like that. And it broke in a little bit over there like it kind of normally does, and ran down there, which it does. So, but today is Monday. That was Friday. With the slow soaking rains we've gotten have been awesome. But this one here, it's hard. That rain came hard, and there is not anything loose here. Pack the ground, which makes it where you can get around easier. Everywhere I've been on the dirt roads, it's all just like hard. So anyways, what else was I going to tell you? I don't know, but I'm here at the barn. We'll see. I'm going to try to do some things. We'll see where I get. All right, so Dad this is where he was at when the storm came. He got the barrel full of oil out of the oil over there, so it's ready to pump in. Guess I could do that, and then he put everything together underneath, which you can't see anything that I'm showing you other than it's dirty. There's tools everywhere, and it should be good to go. So I'm gonna crawl under there. I'm gonna double check the tightness of the bolts on that drive, and then maybe pump in some oil. See if I can't show you. All right, without shadows being everywhere. Back here, this gray piece, that was the seal that On the back side, it wasn't leaking, but we went ahead and replaced it because it was missing this other seal, which I don't think I can probably show you very good. Yeah, really hard to tell. Anyways, so we got that hub on before I left. This was the we couldn't finish this piece here. This hub, there was the seal back underneath, right here. That was the one that came in late, and we also replaced that seal. So Dad got this tube put back together, and there's all these bolts on both ends. So I'm gonna double check those with a little bit higher torque than what he put on them. And then I think everything is good. I'm gonna put some oil in and see what happens. All right, let's see if I can't get this to prime. Not quite. Now I just need this hole there. Spray a little air down here. Sometimes that helps. Put a little pressure in there. Well, I need a third hand. Stay. All right, let's see if this is any better. Stop. No. Oh. Well, crap. All right. It's gonna happen, guys. Okay. There we go. Primed. See, I just needed to be resourceful. All right. Now let's pump some oil. That's a lot of pumping. I'm getting close. Can you see the line? It's right below the bottom little line of the tube, so almost there. Okay, well, I'm full. Let it kind of drain down. It kind of goes down, comes back up. So what I mean by that is it goes down and I fill it up some more and it goes down. So I've got it pretty full. Dad's gonna come over here and help me watch over it when we turn it on. Just, not that can't do it myself, but good to have multiple sets of eyes. So I'm gonna leave this for a second and go, and I'm not gonna show you this, but I'm gonna go check all the bait for where I set out a bunch of bait for the mice and rats. And you watch so you know about that. Because I got some that are gone, which is I guess is good, but also not good. because they're in here. So I'll be back later. Well, I'm back sooner. I just want to show you this one I have right by the door. That's good and really bad. Some look like that, some don't, but hope they're dying. That's depressing. It wasn't that long ago that I did this. Oh, that sun is bright. All right, well, it works. Just take my word for it. It works. Made some terrible noises getting the air out of the lines. Had to pump a lot more oil in. I think it's good. No leaks. A little bit of a noise at the PTO. I think there's a metal kind of ring that goes against the seal. I think it was maybe that rubbing against the seal. We don't use the PTO, so but I think it's okay. We started kind of working on this fan drive. We're going to get that done tomorrow. Some things that I helped do last year on the 8260, but I don't. Dad's done it multiple times, and I'm gonna be a fool to not let him show me again how to do that. So we'll do that again tomorrow. I'm just getting a couple things cleaned up. I'm trying to figure out about my hose reel fitting situations. Man, it's been hard to figure out what to get, and so what I found was this big honking thing. So I have 1/2 inch hose. I'm trying to not reduce it anywhere if I don't have to. And so I was trying to find, because we use a 3/8. Let me show you. Our biggest impact, we have this 3/8 inch coupler. I had a hard time finding 1/2 inch pipe thread fitting to a 3/8 coupler, this style, which I think is P style, the style type P. I could find the 1/2 inch pipe threads up to 1/2 inch coupler. I did find that, and so but look how big. Let me show you. That's bigger, and let me show you what 1/4 inch looks like. So 1/4, 3/8, 1/2. It's good, right? It's big difference. A lot more air is going through that 1/2 inch. So we use 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch is the most common. That's what I've got on my truck. Like I said, and that's what we normally use. And we've been using this 1/2 inch hose that reduces to 3/8 hose, but it's got 1/4 inch fittings, so it's getting reduced down to 1/4 at the end, which is fine for most things. It's what's on our trucks. That's okay. I was going to do 3/8, but again, I couldn't find it. So what I did find was 1/2, like I told you. And so I don't know. Right now, my solution is 1/2 to this to the 1/2, but then I'll reduce it to 3/8 because most of the things we use have 1/4 inch fittings like our impacts. But if I want to do something big, I'm going to probably replace this with this, so I have full flow for this impact. I guess that's what I'm trying to decide. So anyways, I'm going to do this a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go home. We're going to dinner tonight at the Sagerton Community Center. There's one every Monday night, but normally we have our Bible study on Monday night, but not tonight. I'm back, ready for more farming on YouTube. Thanks for watching. This tractor is almost finished. We've got, I didn't show you, I can't, if those guys, if you know, you know, corn head grease, really, really slimy and liquid and nasty. And so there's a thing in here called the fan drive that's all covered up because I put these shields on already. But maybe I can show you some from the other side. I don't know. But it's done. It's all been serviced. No, I can't. But if you can imagine, right here, there's a thing that turns a belt that turns the fan. And that is the part that we were working on. We had to get this fan out. It was really tight. We had to take lots of hoses and things off up there just to get some room to work. The other tractor has a way you can put some grease in that fan drive assembly. This one does not. So you have to literally scoop out that grease and put it in this thing. Dad did that, and it's hard to get it on your hands. I was just helping. So I had to drain some antifreeze, about 5 gallons. We put that back in. It works. It's good. So last thing to do is to we're going to replace this belt for the alternator and the air conditioner. It's time to do that. There's an idler belt tensioner, and listen to this. See if I can do this. I need something metal. That's metal. Okay, this is spring pressure and it pushes on the belt, so listen. You hear it? Just a little bit of a noise. So the bearing has no play. There's no wobble in it, but it is making a noise. So this has got 4,000 hours on it, so probably time to replace it. The new one is over here. See what new looks like? Listen. You hear it? Nope, you don't, because it doesn't have a noise. $189. Just in the palm of my hands. Farming's expensive. Tight fit. Come on, catch threads. Maybe. That'll work. That's not going anywhere. All right, so now I have to, there's a square shape on this tensioner, like right in here. I have to get this in there so that I can pull the slack on this spring out so that I can get the belt in. Otherwise, you will never get the belt in. Oh, I thought I had it. Okay, I need to be able to prise this back just a hair. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, now see how this works? I can move this tensioner because with all the way down, it holds the belt tension. Here it's loose, so now I can try to feed the belt through. Alright, I think that's it. I think it's in the grooves everywhere. I don't know, can you even see anything? Goes down around that, around the alternator, over to the air conditioner, compressor. I think it's good. Now I just gotta put shield on both sides, and this tractor is ready. Today's Wednesday. There's another chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. Around here on the barn, it's way too muddy to do anything. Near my parents' house, those farms east could be ready soon. Should I jump out and spray in case it might be a little too muddy? I don't know. It's gonna rain again this weekend. What if it never stops raining? We'll just have lots of weeds to deal with, so I don't know. But the tractor will be ready. I was gonna maybe hook it up to the sprayer and get the sprayer serviced. Maybe tomorrow. It's still a little wet there around the sprayer. Just rain. Rain is a good thing. A slight side note also, got her done earlier today. Dad helped me weld. I need to practice welding. I have not done much of that in my life. Didn't do much of that in ag. Wish we did. Wish we would have done more. I started welding. I'm not great. I was holding the rod too far away, and the arc was too long. And then I also had a hard time keeping it in the V I was welding on top of this top plate instead of connecting the two. So Dad's really good at welding, and he fixed it. But I bolted it. I did bolt it, and so it works. Isn't that wonderful? That's gonna be so awesome. The only thing I'm waiting for now is one more fitting. I'm waiting for one more, I bought it and it's coming, the coupler that will go on here that'll accept the 1/4 inch air couplers that everyone uses. But I'll have one of these on our big 3/4 inch impact. So if we ever need full air, I'll have it. Also for any other big tools that may come, may need big air. So that's good. What I gotta do next is get a shorter piece of hose and run it along the top. I got a fitting to go into here, secure that kind of to the top, and I'll have air. So I told you I was going to spray. The other thing I went to town is I got some chemicals. These are not chemicals, they're additives. They have a name. Adjuvants. Gosh, what is the word I'm looking for? Adjuvants is part... Golly, there's a word, it's escaping me. But things you put into take mixes. That's that. I just called also and got a couple other things that'll be delivered to the barn. I have some left over, and I think my goal is to get all of the fallow ground sprayed first because it's the weediest, and then I'll need to switch and spray the wheat. There's not many weeds in the wheat, but again, when can I get in to do that? Who knows? I started to put that on, and then I realized I should start the tractor, make sure that belt looks good. So I'm going to do that first. Here's to hoping the tractor starts and everything doesn't blow up from that belt. Working, made a weird noise when I started it, but I think everything's good, no errors. I'm also not used to hearing it run at such a low RPM. We always let it throttle around 11 or 1200 RPMs, and that makes the sound that I'm more comfortable with. So I think it's good. Now I'm gonna put the shield on. Well, I was about to start that project, and then I just called the chemical in like less than an hour ago, and they're here. So getting that unloaded. So I had to get my truck unloaded real quick, and so I have the stuff. Well, I had some trouble. This pallet, it was too wide. So I think it's a good solid pallet. The guy said it's probably a seed pallet. It doesn't have the forks, spot for the forks on the side, which made it hard to move. And then also that new toted roundup, man, from one side, it was really difficult. He said, why? He said, I'm just gonna ask why, you got your forks on the skid steer. So, well, yes, I do, but I thought I could just move it around easy, and I could after I got on the other side of that tote. So that was, I had this one left over from last year, so it's got 125 gallons or so in it. All this stuff is what I'll use first. I got that pallet emptied, and then everything else moved over here. That's my the new tote roundup, and then all this is for spraying over the wheat. So it's here. I've got to get organized soon. I'm gonna buy some more lumber and work on getting these shelves put in to build out the platforms for that, because I've got these shelves and I've got lots of room. I just need to use it. So I've got to find out best way to store stuff and get it up and out of the way. These tires are going away. I just got to figure out how to get them to the landfill. If I cut out the steel out of it or something, is what Dad thinks he's heard. So I just need to get it going. All right, tractor's put back together. See, I gotta go. Things kind of went differently than I expected this afternoon, but all is well. I got a phone call. I'm actually gonna call him right back, Tully, good friend of mine. And so I've got to get going. Emily and I, and the boys are taking some food to some other friends of ours that just had a baby. And so I have to get home, hold on, and shower so we can do that. So forgive me if I'm look rushed or acting rushed, because I kind of am. What am I forgetting? I got to put some things together, but the tractor's ready. Tomorrow is a new day. I'm going to get some more things done, but for now, I got to go. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you're going to farm it.